All right, we are back and ready for another episode here, and we are going to discuss the 2023 Masters, Mr. Olympia, and we're going to just go over the open division here. I have a list that I've kind of taken from the internet. Since there's not, I mean, there is an official list now. It took
now,
forever,
now there is, yeah, yeah, yeah.
but we're going to go through this show. I think 95% of the competitors' profiles I found on Instagram. And then there's a few that is like, I don't know who that guy is. I can't find them. I don't know if that's a real like profile of this person or not. So we'll just go with what we have and make the effort to discuss the Masters Olympia. I mean, it should
Yeah.
be a big deal. It's the Masters Olympia. It's meant to have, past Mr. Olympias on it, like it's
Past,
Saturday.
yeah,
You
past
know,
big names, past
yeah.
champs,
But I think this has just gone to the level where it's just a show and anyone can come from the 1980s who used to compete and says, "Oh, I'll jump in the show and do this again." And it's just like, no,
yeah, yeah.
there's got to be some
Not
criteria
really
here.
what,
No,
yeah,
this is
not,
the Olympia. This isn't right.
yeah.
So it is what it is. I'm very unimpressed with how this has gone about. And no disrespect to any of the athletes. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying like there needs to be a little bit more criteria put in place versus just like if you're over 40, you can jump in the show and you're a
Yeah,
pro.
yeah.
Like
Yeah.
make it more competitive. Uh
And more watch worthy.
yeah,
If
this is
if I
like
could use that, it's like, and anybody's,
yeah,
in that middle age can come on in type of thing, and it's open to everybody and anybody, and I think, like you said, there should be some criteria, and that
yeah,
maybe that criteria literally is you were a big 80s magazine bodybuilder that
yeah.
everybody will remember and know, or 90s,
There
and
it is.
maybe that's the criteria, maybe just something as simple as that.
Yeah. And then there's the prize money. Um so we had the last Masters Olympia, I think it was 2008. And first place was 75,000. Okay. And in 2023, with inflation, think about that. It's $20,000.
Yeah, yeah.
So
Now, did that have a hand in not having the caliber of
I
people
think I think
come
so.
back, get off the couch, and do this?
I,
Probably,
I think so. I mean,
probably.
when you're getting ready for the Olympia, I mean, it is the Masters Olympia, but it's like it's it's the Olympia. So let's
It
like
still has the Olympia
prestige.
title on it. Absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely.
So and in second place is 10,000. In 2008, it was 35,000. Third place is $5,000.
Now, Matt, if you made it lucrative enough,
Yeah.
why can't we see Lou Ferrigno,
Yeah.
uh,
Well,
Ralph Moll? Like, why can't we
no, we
see
wouldn't
these
see. We
guys
wouldn't see
come
those
out?
guys are long. That's like
I,
Arnold's age.
I,
That's like
I
70.
know,
Yeah.
I know. But hey, no,
Yeah.
because Lou came back in what, 93
Yeah.
with
Something like that.
Flavio Baccanini or whatever his name
Yeah.
is,
Yeah.
right? He
Yeah.
could jump in.
Yeah. That's what those
This
were the
is
good
still
days.
around.
Yes.
But you know
Yes.
what I mean?
Yeah.
So
I see what you're saying there. But
that's what I'm saying.
yeah.
Make it a lucrative enough.
Yeah.
Get some guys that we know back into it, and I
Yes.
just threw them out because it was
Yeah.
fun names to have,
Reference.
right?
Yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah. I think if the prize money was higher, I think if the prize money was at least like 100,000 for first place. I mean, because it was 75,000 in
yeah,
2008 or so.
you might want to
Let's
increase.
bounce it up here and show like we respect you guys, right? We'll pay you a little bit more now. Things cost more now. So
Yeah,
instead of just giving them enough money to cover their flight and hotel, right? Like that's pretty much
and you're kind of tarnishing the name of the Olympia
yeah,
if you're not going to roll out all the stops, and
no,
that does mean prize money.
yeah,
This is not, some clown show, a cookie cutter type of
no,
small little show. This is the premier show. So shouldn't you have premier prizing and
exactly.
purses? That's
And
just,
production. This is the Olympia.
production.
I know it's in Romania. I'm not saying anything about Romania, but it's just like hopefully, sometimes these European promoters, they do a great job with the staging and the production. So we'll see. But it's just like we're gonna see how this turns out. We're gonna go through the list, guys, and see how it goes. I'll share my screen. Matt, I know we were having some difficulties here with the screen share, so I just hopefully it works out. All right, let's do this. Okay. So
I got it.
back to Max Charles. We didn't know if he was doing
he's confirmed.
Well, I think he's confirmed. He's on the official list from the Masters Olympia. So yeah, he did. He's not doing the New York Pro, but he's doing the Masters. So if he's doing the Masters, I think he's got a strong chance of winning because he's still fresh. He's not too far out of the game. Like he's just on the stage, I think last year on the Mr. Olympia stage, if I'm not mistaken. So, he's still in his prime, so to speak. So technically he should do very well at this show.
I mean, for me, I think he's taken it, all things being equal.
Well, there's another athlete, but again, this athlete has been out of the game for a bit. And that's Josh Lenardowicz. Which is surprising because he had some health issues. So to see him come back,
and if he would be great, kind of get this look. Wow.
Because I didn't think he was over 40, but I guess he's like maybe just 40 now. So
yeah.
So he's right there. That's not very old in bodybuilding perspective of things. So, like I said, in my opinion, he has a better physique than or on par.
He does.
With
I mean,
Max Charles.
His chest though is just phenomenal.
The legs
and
for
the
him.
Legs are just so crazy.
All right, great physique. Sad to see him kind of leave the stage for a period of time, but he is expected to be back on the stage. So
balanced too.
Yeah,
very balanced.
Yeah, tremendous physique, tremendous delts, arms, quads. He's got everything that you need to do well in bodybuilding. So obviously, he's going to be at the Masters Olympia. It's excited to see him come back. We also have Fred Biggie Smalls. Great guy.
Classic guy. Real good guy.
Most entertaining posers you're going to find out there on a bodybuilding stage.
Yeah, he enjoys himself.
Yeah, he has fun out there. So we'll see how he fares. I think he has a chance. He hasn't competed in a while, so
yeah, he's been out for a bit.
Yeah, he's been kind of MIA, I think, from the stage. But great physique. If he is anywhere near similar to how he looked like when he last competed, then he stands a good chance of obviously being that top 5. So he's one of the guys I got in the top 5. Then we got Kamal doing it. He is a 212 competitor, but he's
doing the
jumping in the open. He's done a few open shows already, right?
And he's got a great look, though. I mean, he brings the conditioning,
tremendous,
and he's super grainy and just hard as nails. Yeah. So he's got a good. I mean, he's in the top 5. I think if this is what we're looking at.
Yeah, I'm just gonna turn that off, and then shredded. Look at that, all right?
Yeah.
So.
And he may turn out to be, probably the most shredded out of all the competitors.
Yeah,
I mean,
and he's fresh off the stage. Like he's not like he's been retired for 4 years.
No, just the 212, like you said,
gonna come back, right? Yeah. So that is Kamal. I have him in the top 5 too. He could potentially win the show. He's he's a Mr. Olympia. He's a 212 Mr. Olympia. So
agreed.
The top 5 is at least somewhat competitive. So that's good. But then once you get out of that top 5,
kind of just all falls apart at this point. You have everybody and their grandmother kind of joining in the fray, which is good, I guess, if you're the competitor.
Yeah, if you're allowed to do it.
You're doing a Mr. Olympia.
Yeah, I
right?
mean,
So I can understand that. From a fan perspective,
yeah,
we're looking at it, and are we getting real jazzed about it? No.
no, no. I mean,
Um,
right. A lot of these guys have never been to the Olympia stage.
right,
I think
right.
I think the criteria should be as long as you've graced the Mr. Olympia stage before,
Yep,
you can then
yep,
do the Masters Olympia. But if you've
yep.
been a pro bodybuilder and you've never made it to the Olympia stage, then you
Then
don't
you
get to
shouldn't make
go.
it.
You don't.
No,
You're not a
you
Masters
haven't earned
champion.
it.
You know, no, it doesn't even make
Yeah,
sense in that way.
yeah, agreed.
So
And I think that's really where they went wrong.
yeah,
What, and I doubt this took place, Matt.
yeah,
As an organization, what they should have done was tested this out,
hmm,
throw out the idea, talk to all the past
yeah,
Olympia competitors that have graced the Olympia stage
yeah,
that would hit the age range for this,
yeah,
and test it out. Hey, if we brought back the Masters, would you guys be interested? Test the water, see who would say yes to that. What would it take to get you back to the stage? What type of money, type of thing, and throw it out there. Because I think what they did here was just, we'll open it to everybody just in case nobody wants to do it. So we'll open it to everybody,
yeah.
and we'll bring it back, type of thing. And then now look what's happened, right? We got a shit ton of
We got a lot
people
of yeah, you got a lot of
that
people to show, and maybe the top five is the only interesting part of the
only
show. But
interesting part. Yeah. Yeah.
we're
And I want the whole lineup to be
yeah.
interesting.
I mean,
And they
even in the
should absolutely be past
yeah, at least the top
Olympia.
10, at least the top 10 should be interesting. Um,
Yeah.
right. When you get into 12, 13, 14, even in the open Olympia,
I
it's
still would
like,
have liked to have seen somebody that was
yeah,
on the Olympia stage in the past,
yeah. And
even in the 15th spot,
yeah, there is. Yeah.
So I
Like
really
if,
think that should have been the criteria.
yeah, I think like I said, I think the top five, I think everyone's competed in the Olympia at some point. I don't know
Yeah.
if Fred has made it to the Olympia stage. I can't remember, but I know Josh has. Obviously, Max,
Yeah.
Kamal.
Yep.
So that works out in
For
that
sure.
sense.
For sure. But it's the
Um,
rest of the lineup,
yeah,
and it just
unfortunately,
really, it's going to be one of those things where we got to sit through that, right? We
yeah,
gotta watch all these people that we don't know, and
yeah,
I appreciate that they're going to have their moment, and it's going to be a lifetime moment for them. But
yeah,
yeah, fan perspective wise, though, man, it's going to be
yeah,
really dry.
yeah. You need to bring an Olympian physique, right? And well, this guy, I mean, to be honest, I've never heard of him before. Uh,
What's his name?
Logan Robson.
Yeah, no,
He was a heavyweight amateur at the Olympia in Vegas 2019. So he got his pro card at the Olympia Amateur Show. I mean, looks decent, looks good,
yeah,
right?
calves on point.
Yeah, great calves. Um, but there we go. Comes in good condition.
Yeah, I mean, look, no complaints about that.
No, it's
You
just
know, he's
right.
phenomenal. It's just, I think people expected to
Yeah,
see some well-known, famous master Olympia
yeah,
competitors,
yeah,
So
yeah. It's unfortunate. I'm not. Again, we're not bragging on the dragging on the athletes here. I don't want to be that guy, but
no, no, no.
um, again, they're just looking for the experience to be on the stage. But again, it loses that prestige. We have Mark. Uh, again, I haven't heard of him before. Let's see here. Good shot for him there.
Yep. I
Good
mean,
side
he's got
chest.
stuff going on, right?
Let's see here. Here we go. Yeah, I mean, it's great upper body. Legs are conditioned and in shape. This may not
Yep.
up to par with his upper body, but still good. Great conditioning at least. So it looks like he probably did the Olympia Amateur and got his pro card there. Yeah.
Yep.
So
Again, he looks like he can
oh, yeah,
dial
looks
it in
there's next to
and bring in the
Cedric.
conditioning.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Nice, nice.
Yeah. Okay. I'm sure there'll be some surprises in the show. Maybe he'll be one of them. But moving on. No, that's not. That's from the New York. All right. This guy is in this show, Phil. I've seen Phil compete before. He's actually got a really good physique, so he can also be in the top five. He's still pretty fresh in it.
Oh yeah.
Competing recently, last year, I think. So I think I'm trying to find some show shots of him. Lots of trading shots here. What's this? Oh, no. So, oh, okay. He's using the
Yeah, he
clickbait.
uses it as the as
He's
clickbait.
he's
It got
clickbaiting me
us.
there.
Yep.
It worked, Phil. Good job.
You got Rick rolled.
There we go.
That's
No, that's a
triangle.
video. It's a clickbait.
See,
All right.
you're
This is
wising up.
actually there we go. There we go. So yeah, he's got good size. I think
Yeah,
he's in the 250s. So
yeah. I mean,
he'll
he's got all the tools. He's got everything.
yeah,
If he could bring the conditioning, he could be somebody that does some damage.
yeah. Yeah, he looks good. This is a good shot for him.
Like
I
like
think.
he's got a great foundation. This is a great
Yeah,
shot for him.
yeah. Pretty complete here. Legs are good
Yeah,
size, everything. So
yeah, and balanced. So
yeah, yeah. There we go.
so he's definitely in the top 10,
Yeah,
and we'll just see kind of where he places out of the top five,
yeah,
or in and around. But
yeah,
an easy top 10 if he comes in like he should.
yeah. And they got Robert Brunecka. I remember this guy. I just remember he always had the hugest arms. Uh,
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
think he's going to be. He may be in the like ninth or 10th place or something
He
like
might be
that.
just out of 10
Yeah,
maybe, but we'll see how he
he's just his legs are probably going to be downsized.
yeah,
His legs
yeah,
weren't really that spectacular when he was
big
competing.
to begin with, yeah.
So yeah, but
But he's happy to be doing
huge
it, I'm sure,
arms.
and it's going to
Yeah,
be
he's just
yeah,
doing it for fun. Like he's just like, hey, I can
yeah,
get to do this fucking
yeah,
Olympia. Okay, I'll do it.
yeah, sign me up.
Yeah. So
And why not, right? And
I think
so,
he's over there in that area in that region. So
oh, is
yeah,
it?
yeah,
Oh, so all the better then.
yeah. So he's in it. We got Ron Stevens again. I haven't, unfortunately, I've never heard of him before. But we shall see. I think he's going to be one of those guys that may be in the top 10. We'll see. I think he's close to almost 20 competitors. So we'll see.
We'll see where it
We'll see.
places. I mean,
We got Rusty, classic competitor. He's been like as in he's basically old school classic. He's been doing it for so long. Not a classic
Wow.
physique competitor.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
Rusty, I mean, I don't know. I don't know how Rusty's gonna
Hey,
do.
I
Still doing it, man.
for me, I respect that type of physique, man. I
Yeah.
like the classic look.
Yeah.
I'm all about the golden era. So I mean,
Yes.
I love that, and
Yeah.
he's got the stash. So I'm gonna like that all day long.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah. He'll.
it's just pleasing for me, right? I dig that. So
Yeah.
good on him. Good on him for entering.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think this is pretty much what you're gonna see if he comes in
Yep.
condition. This is what you're gonna see, which is tremendous. I think he's 60 something.
Yeah. Yeah. Like,
So
dude,
yeah, it's impressive.
if we look half that good
Yeah.
at that age,
Jesus.
right? So come on.
It's ridiculous.
So kudos to him.
Yeah.
Well done,
All
buddy.
right.
I'd like to talk to him. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You know what? That's
I
a
would
good
like to hear
idea.
some stories.
That's a good idea, man.
He's got them.
We got to get the old timers
These
on.
are the type of guys that I want to talk to. So if we can get this, if we can get our friend here on
You're right.
our show.
They don't get the love. They don't get the media exposure. But do they have stories to tell? So
1,000%. We could just sit back, Matt, and and the show will take care of.
Like, how did you guys train back then? Oh, we used to train for 6 hours a day. We used to,
and then just sit back and just let them go. Let them go. So I want him on the show. I'm saying it now. Yeah,
no, that's a good call. I didn't even think about that. But Sergio Lima, again, haven't heard of Sergio Lima. When I saw Sergio, I was like, oh, Sergio, no,
yeah. Wait a minute.
Yeah. So this is a video. Yeah, clickbait. But getting me on these clickbaits, man.
Yeah, man.
All right. Yeah,
Yeah. Again, the foundation's there. I mean,
foundation's there,
again,
but
you're not going to argue with a lot of them,
no,
but it's just we're speaking just
as
in
fans of
recognition,
bodybuilding, we want to see a good fucking show, and
and
this
that
is
means
Olympia.
names that we know,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
it's like, oh yeah, he's back. That's what
yeah,
we want to see.
exactly. That's kind of the draw, is to see the old timers that
Of
you
course, of
watched
course.
that still look good. They haven't completely stopped competing, and they're,
Yeah.
like Dexter Jackson did it, Dennis James, right?
Yes. Yes.
They came back and they did it. So we're not getting that this time, but oh well. But
See.
Darren Charles is doing the classic physique, but
Yeah. So that's one saving grace, right?
yeah, yeah,
Darren
but
was back. So I mean,
but
but would I
yeah,
like to see 8 or 9
yeah,
back? Yes.
yeah,
Like not just not
yeah.
the just Charles himself.
No, no. Uh,
So next guy, Savo.
Savo, yeah, Price, yeah,
Again, I have no idea, but
yeah. So, I mean, it's not that these guys look bad or anything, just not at that level where you could be top five or top 10 in the Mr. Olympia. Like, this is,
no. And look, man, again, I don't even I almost don't even care. I care about the conditioning and the
yeah.
shape that the person's in, but I absolutely want to see a name that I remember from
Hmm.
X number of years
Yeah.
ago. That's what I want to see in the show.
Yeah.
You know, if Dexter was back in it, right? And
Well, I mean, Kevin LeBron, like, he came back, should have came back for this. This is the one he should have done.
yeah,
He would
yeah,
like,
yeah. I loved seeing Kevin Levrone
yeah.
come back.
And he came
You
back and it was
know,
like, he actually got big. Like, he looked like his upper body
yeah,
was at least like
yeah, 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 yeah.
pretty
Yeah.
crazy.
It's back to that
Right.
Maryland Muscle
Yeah.
Machine days, brother.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
It's crazy what he can do with his physique.
And we liked having him back.
Yeah.
And
Just
so
watching.
I wanted to have, because that gave me a good feeling, right? So I
Yeah.
want to have that.
Memories of
I
how
should
it
be
was when they
having
were
that
competing.
feeling
Yeah.
with this. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Tony, again, haven't heard of Tony, but he's giving it a shot. Why not? There's no qualifications to get on that stage. As long as no qualifications being over 40 in a pro bodybuilder. That's the
It's,
criteria
and
nowadays.
and everybody ages, so
Yeah,
we'll all eventually qualify.
exactly. Right.
So
I mean, that's pretty low. I'm not saying low, but I'm just saying, like, as long as you're
it's
40
it's a
and you're a
low
pro
bar.
bodybuilder,
It's a low
you can
bar.
come do the Mr. Olympia show.
Yeah, 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 yeah. It's a low
Right.
bar. That's for sure. Low
Yeah.
barrier for entry, as they
Yeah. And
say,
that's why you
right?
don't have a lot of guys doing it. $20,000 first place prize,
Yeah.
which is nothing. And then,
That's why you're not going to have the main guys do it.
like,
They're
if
not
you're
going
not
to get
going to
out of
do
bed
it
for it.
right, don't do it.
Yeah.
Right. Dan Solomon, all these guys, whoever, who are, they have
Whoever was the
allowed us to go
brainchild of
on.
it. Yeah.
Right. I
Yeah.
know it's a private promoter that's doing it and paying for it, but they have to sign off on this. It's it's an entity. It's the Olympia. It's not, it's
Yeah.
like, it's
It's an
franchise.
extension of them.
Yeah.
So,
So,
how it's shown and seen around the world is a reflection on
yeah.
them.
Yeah.
So they should have
They tried, but
open up the purse strings.
they fucked it up.
And I know they don't want to,
Yeah.
but spend some bloody money, right?
Yeah.
And make it worth the pros wild,
Like,
to come back.
yeah,
to
they
it.
have to. I've promoted shows. I've promoted the Canadian national level show. I've done Canadian nationals. I've promoted the show, and you have to get sign off, right, to do it. You have to
Yeah.
present, what you can
Your case
do,
to
your
the
case,
yeah.
and how are you going to pay for it? How are you going to get the trophies? How are you going to get all the medals? How are you going to do this and that? Where's the venue? Have you secured the deposit? All that. So for them to say, yeah, $20,000 for his place. Yeah. Okay. Good.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. If they were okay, they're obviously okay with
Yeah.
it. You know what? That's half-assing it, man.
Yeah, it is. It's just like,
It's half-assing it, and it's not the show that it. And this is the other thing. If you're going to launch something like this, do you want to launch with a bang or a whimper?
yeah,
This is a whimper.
this is terrible.
Right?
It's not going to come back after this. I don't think so.
And that's what I was alluding to.
Yeah.
You launch with a bang, you blow it up, right? You
The
do it
promoter
right.
makes
You
money.
throw a whole bunch of money to it,
Yeah.
and you just make this the biggest thing going,
Yeah.
and you will ensure that it'll happen again next year
Yeah.
and the following year, and you're going to get eyeballs on it. You're going to get the money on it. You're going to get the
Yeah.
big names coming back to the stage finally after all
Well,
these years.
but that brings me to questioning why didn't it continue after Dexter Jackson and Dennis James and there's other big names that competed in that show. Tony Freeman, like
Yeah.
why did it not continue after that? Those are big names, and $75,000 first prize, and back in that day or year was probably equivalent to close to 100,000, maybe not really, but kind of. And so, like, why didn't it continue to 2009, 10, 11, 12? It's been gone for that long,
Yeah.
right?
Well, they wanted to save money, right?
Yeah, they wanted to
You
save
know,
money.
they wanted to save money and pocket more money.
Yeah.
But yet they have all these other divisions that people don't necessarily watch.
Yeah.
Um,
And that's
so
and you bring up a good point. The divisions they have the other divisions. They have figure and physique. There's gonna be
and
nobody that
bikini.
we don't even know. Like we're not even gonna like who's I don't know who's gonna
No,
watch
no,
that. I'm
no,
sorry.
no, no, no. We
Right.
can't cover it.
Like
We
it's
can't.
just like so it's just
Nobody's going to watch that. So if we do a
no, it's
video,
barely gonna watch the open.
if we do a video on that, nobody's going to watch
No,
our thing.
we're not gonna no, we're
So
not gonna do
so
that.
so
Jesus.
so, so we're not
No,
doing it.
no, nothing against
You know?
any other divisions, just like
Yeah.
we're in the bodybuilding here. This is what we want to watch. This is what we're into. So this is what we're going to talk about on our show. All right. Vinny Galante, this guy's a veteran. Again, I don't think he's gonna be he could be maybe in the top 10. I don't know. I don't think he's like this is pretty much what your most
Yeah, this is what you're
56
going to
years
get with
old,
him.
17 weeks out, right?
Yeah.
So yeah.
He'll dial it
Yeah,
down
he'll
a
dial
little
it
bit
in.
more. But
It's
it's
tough.
not going to be you can, and I know you can, Matt. And I mean, we can see through this what it's going to look like
Yeah.
come stage, and
Yeah.
good for him for doing it and stuff like
Mhm.
that. But yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
it's not going to be much more than this in my estimation. So
No,
yeah,
that's where it is at. Again, some of these guys are just doing it for fun because they get a chance to do it. So why not? But for a spectator, it's not going to be
no, it's
anything
not going to be very compelling.
amazing to watch, guys. It's going to be, and it's Vladimir. Again, haven't heard of him. Let's see what we got. We're working with here. Yeah, I don't know, man. Like, I mean, again, I can't be disrespectful. I'm just talking about. I'm saying I don't know, man. In a sense of, is this Olympia caliber physique? And it's not, right?
Right.
So it's just like I'm going to be honest here.
Because everybody that's hitting the Olympia stage qualified and earned that spot.
Yeah,
These guys
exactly.
didn't earn
They
it
didn't do
because
that.
I
They haven't
mean,
made it there yet.
Matt, aging is not earning.
Good
Like
point.
we grow old.
Oh, I'm 40
anyways.
now. I can just do whatever I want, and I can compete in the biggest shows in the world.
Yeah, yeah. So getting
So
old doesn't mean that you've earned
it doesn't even old.
the spot.
Half the guys that are in the top, well,
Right. I
10
mean, yeah,
are above
yeah,
40 to a degree.
yeah. No,
So
and I mean they're younger than me. So I mean,
yeah,
when I say old, I mean facetiously, but
like I think they thought, well, we'll lower the age to below to 40, and then we'll have like Andrew Jack will jump in and for 20K. No,
yeah.
sorry,
no, and like I said before, they should have tested that.
Mm-hmm.
Hey guys, would you be interested in
Talk
this?
to the
We
athletes.
brought back the Masters. Would you jump in if we lowered it to 40? We had a prize of X amount.
Yeah.
And test it. You know, it's like you're going to open up a restaurant or a place of business. You want to check out the neighborhood.
Yeah.
You're going to survey the neighborhood to see if it wants what you're selling, right?
Mm-hmm.
Same thing with this. You want to see if you're going to get these people back in that you know will drive the eyeballs. So reach out to them, see what their take is on it. Would you guys do it? Yeah. Okay. Good.
Yeah.
That's what they should have done. And I know for a fact they didn't do it. I mean,
no.
I don't know for a fact, but from looking at this, it tells me that they didn't do it. So
yeah, once again, poor planning by the powers that be at the Mr. Olympia. So we'll see how things go for this. It's August 25th, 26th in Romania. And yeah, it seems like a long time from now. So we got
It really did.
I think we're doing this a little early in a sense. I think we should have waited till because things change. And people jump in. So maybe we should have just waited, but we did it. We got the Pittsburgh Pro, not the pro, but it's kind of like where all the athletes converge. And
Yes, yeah.
the big
That's a
names.
fun time. That's a fun time.
So
Yeah.
we're gonna see what everyone's looking like, what Derek Lunsford's looking like, what I think Big Ramy's showing up.
Yeah, he is.
Bunch of other big names that competed last year. So we'll see how they're looking, and we'll do maybe we'll do there's people that are doing like a preview. We're just gonna do a recap. We're gonna discuss how these athletes looked after we see them.
Yeah.
And
why try to talk, before
it's off. They're not. It's not a real show.
Yeah.
It's just them guest
Let's do it afterwards.
And then there's the Cali Pro and there's the Texas Pro. So it's the contest season is now heating up.
Oh, it's in full swing. There's the Toronto Pro.
So we're gonna do that one. We got to definitely do that one. Definitely preview that show. I don't think there's a lot of big names in that one, unfortunately, as well.
I don't think there is, but I mean, obviously, it's
right
down the street from me, so yes, I'll be there.
So we'll cover that. Maybe you can get some interviews, Matt. Maybe you can go around.
Maybe I'll go on the road. Maybe.
Got to get your Muscle Discord shirt.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
exactly.
Yeah.
If I'm not down there for my brand.
Yeah.
But,
yes. Yeah. All right. Well, we gotta wrap it up there. We do have an exciting interview coming up next week. We're looking forward to it. So you guys will see that.
Speaking of brands.
Yes, it's going to be a good one. I'm excited for that.
Looking forward to it. It'll be another one where we could just kind of, we'll throw a sentence to them.
Yeah,
and then we'll sit back.
Yeah. It's gonna be a fun one. So, all right, we're gonna sign off. All right, Matt. Thanks for hopping on. We'll catch you guys later. Peace.